Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is Moonday, and in today's reading we are going to find out what is your person's next move towards you. For the first thing I wanted to do is thank you each and every single one of you for your, for subscribing, for liking my videos, for leaving me comments. That really makes me extremely happy, and without you guys I would not be continuing basically doing anything on this channel, because you're my fuel. You give me the strength and the energy to actually work on it and work on myself as a reader as well. So thank you. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing, because I try to post new video every Friday. So that's one thing. Then my normal two things that I always say. Number one, this is going to be your general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you. So please keep that in mind, and keep what resonates and just leave the rest. And if you're not a fan of this kind of videos in general, you can always click off of this video and just find a content that you will enjoy much more. Sorry, let me just move this a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so for those of you who don't know how do these kind of readings work, we've got 4 groups of cards over here. This is going to be our group number 1 with the Citrine, group number 2 with the Rose Quartz, group number 3 with the Tiger's Eye, and group number 4 with the Snowflake Obsidian. So you can pause this video right now. You can meditate on your choice, you can use a pendulum, you can choose by crystal, by number, but remember to choose the pile that speaks out to you the most. Just listen to your intuition. And also some of these groups have more cards than the others, but I'm just taking whatever Spirit wants me to tell you. So this is the reason why. And yeah, and whenever you're ready, all the timestamps for all the groups are going to be in the description box down below. So whenever you're ready, just go to your timestamp, and I'll see you in a moment in your reading. Hi, group number 1. Sorry, I hope you're doing well. So today we're asking the cards, what is your person's next move towards you? Sorry. This is the Citrine group. So I am going to start with the tarot cards, and then we're going to move to our oracle cards to see what is your person's, your crushes, whoever you can think of right now, what is the next move towards? Let's see. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Tower. Wow. Wow. So many different energies here. So many different energies. So, okay, for a lot of you, I do feel like the person you're asking about, you kind of had some kind of relationship with them before, or maybe you were dating, or maybe it was some type of situationship, some type of connection that you were kind of like, you were thinking maybe something is gonna come out of this, but in the end it didn't. Like I feel like this Three of Swords is kind of like energy of the past for some reason, that somebody basically like stabbed, most likely they stabbed you in the heart. You felt like everything was going alright, everything was going okay. There was this, maybe even there was a promise, some type of promise from their side towards you, like, oh, I can offer you this, I can offer you that, or maybe, they were not saying that in words, but they would kind of like give you like hints, and they would kind of show you that they can offer you basically a lot. And I feel like they still can, they still can offer you a lot, there is like this matter of financial security as well, in here. Like maybe they're very well established, let's say, you know, and they do have this material abundance, you know, and they're quite living in a very like abundant lifestyle and everything like that. And or maybe, you know, they just got promoted at work recently, or they are working towards building that financial security. So that is a few scenarios that I can get. But something like came in between two of you guys, and I'm getting like a third party situation, because we do have three, and I feel like there's somebody, you know, there's like these two people and they're coming to both of this one person. So I'm getting, for some of you, I'm getting like this third party situation coming around, whether that is there was like a genuine thing, or there was just like somebody's ex coming in and just meddling with all of your affairs. It didn't end up very well. I'm getting like this tower energy. You know, it's just like it ended up as basically as catastrophe. You know, you might have had like a lot of arguments with that person, you know, they break up, might have not been that pretty, I'm getting, you know, maybe somebody was even like throwing somebody out of the apartment, you know, in some cases, but I feel like it was quite extreme. A lot of arguments, you know, people were saying the words that they didn't really mean to say at that time, just to kind of hurt one another. Yeah, so that I don't know why I'm getting like sorry, and this is like the whole background to your story for quite a lot of you, group number one, I'm getting. But I'm getting like, you know, for some of you, like I said, maybe you two have been together and there was this third person that kind of came in, or maybe there was a case that that person was already in a relationship and you might have known or not known about it. I'm not judging you, but you know, there is like this very strong third party situation indication going on, and basically like it just didn't end up very well. You know, we don't have the tower, it just didn't end up very well. And for a lot of you, I feel like you might not be in contact with that person anymore, or maybe they have blocked you on like social media or something, so you can't really contact them either. So this is kind of like a background I'm getting to your situation. Like I was saying before, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with every one of you, but I'm getting that very strongly for quite a lot of you, group number one. So let's see, what else do we get? We have the soulmate card. So you see, the thing is, no matter what, like this person is your soulmate, and I'm getting that, you know, both of you kind of realize that, because we have like both people kind of like one person and then the other person. It's like both of you realize that, you know, both of you realize that there is this soulmate connection going on, and this connection is very, very strong. You know, it's also like a very, I'm getting like a physical connection as well. Whether you realize that or not, you know, there's something going on that level as well, where you can feel that in your root chakra. The things with the soulmates, however, I just need to warn you guys. I know it might be a little bit triggering for some of you, but like the thing with soulmates, with like twin flames, you know, everything like that, we might have, like when it comes to soulmates especially, we might have quite a few of them in one lifetime, but it doesn't mean you are going to be with every soulmate that you meet along your path, you know. So I don't know where is that gonna go yet, but at the moment this is what I'm telling you, so you don't get you know, disappointed or anything like that. There's a lot of soulmates, you know, even like your best friends are your soulmates, but it just depends. Like they might belong to your soul family, but it doesn't mean obviously that you would have this kind of physical relationship with your friend. It's something different, but I feel like this person, it definitely, they do belong to your soul family. You share the soul tribe together, so there is this kind of weird connection that you guys feel, or like I'm getting like a psychic level, you know, you're connected over there. And sometimes it might be even scary for you, because you know, you kind of, I'm getting like reading each other's minds, you know, without realizing that. Even now when you are in a separation, it's kind of like you can see what is going on in the other person's mind, and they can see what is going on in your mind, whether you guys realize that or not. I'm sorry, I don't know what is going on. We have the renewal, however, so with this card, it looks like, you know, there is going to be something coming back, you know. They might come back, they might message you unexpectedly, or they might unblock you, or you guys in general are going to meet somewhere together, and even by, like, you know, like you might think it's a coincidence, you know, like you didn't plan it, you just went to the same event or like place and you have met each other. And I feel like this is going to cause the renewal of your feelings, you know, the whole rebirth, basically, you know, of the feelings for one another, because you still have this soulmate connection, you know, you're still kind of being in each other's minds, you know, you live in their mind, they live in your mind. Very often, you know, you guys can see each other's moods through that, and I do feel like, you know, it is going to be the renewal. Maybe they're even planning that, you know, you might not know about it, you might get some feelings about it, you know. Sometimes you might have like all of a sudden like random thoughts, you know, you're doing something, then it kind of like it pops into your mind like, oh, it would have been great, you know, to just meet them in, I don't know, in the grocery shop that we normally were going to, something like that. So this might be like the hints, you know, from the universe and from them as well, that this is something that they're thinking about as well, and they're definitely, they want this renewal. Some of them might not even realize that, but they do want to, on a very subconscious level, they do want to have the renewal with you. I'm not 100% sure yet if that is a romantic thing, or is it like a renewal just in talking to each other, you know, and being in each other's presence. And we have the perfection. Oh my god, all of these red cards, the root chakra. I feel like, you know, with this card, definitely it makes me feel like they have seen you as somebody who is basically perfect for them. It is the same with the renewal card, kind of like they might not be realizing that yet, but I feel like they're very often catching themselves thinking like you're basically like a perfect match for them, no matter what happened in the past, because you, like I said, you were able to like read their mind, you were able to read their mood, you were able to kind of connect with them without even using any words. And I feel like they really, really miss something like that, you know. They were trying to find it in with other people maybe, you know, and it kind of never really worked out, you know. It never worked out because you were the one that were perfect for them. You're that perfect soulmate, you know. So there is definitely something that they do want to renew with you. They do want that rebirth of that connection. Because of this card, I don't know, I feel like it might happen during the spring. You know, this is a timeless reading, and because we know, you know, the world is big, not everybody has got the same seasons going on in the same time. So for you, it looks like it might be spring. It looks like the end of winter, beginning of the spring, where the nature is also like renewing itself. Alright, so let's see the last card from the Romance Angels. Engagement. Oh my god, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So you see, they're definitely planning to commit to you. At first I'm getting like it might be more of like a spiritual commitment, when they're gonna be like, they're not thinking about any other people, basically they're just thinking about you. But there's definitely like it says, ascending to higher level. So with this soulmate connection, yes, for like most of you, you are going to get back in contact with them if you're in a no contact situation. They are right now, or they will be soon, planning on renewing all of this for you. You know, maybe there is like engagement somewhere in the future, but like I said, at first I'm getting like this commitment, like on a very spiritual level at first, you know, when you're going to be the only one occupying their mind, and there is no, like, the other people, the other women, the other men, they don't exist for your person. They will stop existing for your person, because they are going to see only you as that perfection, you know, as that beautiful soulmate. So I feel like they are working towards fixing all of this that happened before, because I do feel like they really regret what have happened. It's just like, it's like that feeling, literally, that I really regret this third party situation going on, that it happened, you know. But I feel like because of that, and because you guys were not really in contact, they kind of realized that you're the perfect one for them, that you're the perfect soulmate, perfect match for them. So they will be working towards regaining your trust, you know, like resetting basically this whole connection, maybe start from zero. But definitely this is something that is worth it, because like they really do want to commit to you. Like I said, most like at first a spiritual level, and then also a physical, in a physical plane as well, through like engagement, or through like just being like official couple, or however you want to call it. So yeah, group number one, this is all I got for you for today, and I do hope it was fun, you know, and it was helpful. If you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. And leave me a comment. Tell me, how did it resonate with you? I love reading your comments, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello group number two, I hope you're doing well. So today we're asking the cards, what is your person's next move towards you? And this is our rose quartz group. So I'm going to start with the tarot cards, and then, you know, we're gonna go to the oracle cards. We'll see what is going on, what information I can get for you guys. I have the Five of Swords, we have the Seven of Coins, and we have the Hierophant. Okay, so it does give me some kind of background to the story, just like with the previous group, you know, I did have that like background that kind of shown me what happened for most of you guys. Obviously, like I was saying, that's a general reading, not everything is going to resonate with you 100%. Yeah, okay, so I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's kind of dealing with somebody from the past again, just like I had with the group number one. Where you guys kind of separated with this Five of Swords. I definitely see the separation. Somebody was not really acting very fair. It could have been you, it could have been them, but somebody was not acting very fair towards the other person in this connection. Maybe you guys have decided, you know, it's good to separate and like for some time and just put the whole connection like on pause, you know, put it on a halt and see where are you gonna go from there, what's gonna happen. But in the same time, I feel like, you know, that one person who kind of, let's say, it's gonna sound terrible, but like didn't do anything. They were kind of, you know, they were maybe thinking and waiting, you know, what is gonna come up, what is gonna show up. Is that person ever going to change, you know, if that is anything like that they're going to do to change themselves, you know, like I feel like, you know, maybe it was you, maybe it was them, but that person was like waiting very patiently, you know, like I feel like for some of you it could have even been years that you have been waiting for that person to basically like change themselves, fix themselves, let's say. So they would not be like this. For some of you, I'm getting like in the past there was some like abuse going on, but it was like it could have been, I'm not getting like a very physical abuse, but I'm getting like, you know, diminishing the other person, calling their names, you know, just to make the other, you know, the other party feel better about themselves. So it is a lot of about the ego thing going on, like in the past. So, you know, like I said again, I don't judge, but whoever that was very, I feel like there was very, very unfair towards the other person. So, basically, you know, waiting for that other person to change, kind of, you know, it's, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure how is that gonna go. But, you know, I'm also getting that you guys want to do everything the way it should be. You know, somebody wants to make it right again with this Hierophant card. Somebody wants to make it right again. Somebody wants to be, somebody wants to come through and, you know, make things right. Apologize, maybe, maybe start again. I'm not sure. We'll see with the Oracle cards. But I feel like there was like a very big spiritual change in one of you, or maybe even both of you, and I feel like, you know, somebody has found the truth. This is what I'm getting from the spirit, like somebody has found their own truth, and the righteous path in their lives. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like somebody wants to make the first move and apologize, and maybe, you know, like shake the hands and be like, are we good now? You know, I'm sorry for what have happened. If that is your person, you know, that was acting like this towards you, I feel like there was a massive spiritual change going on in them. It could have been caused by anything, by religion, by, you know, like by spirituality, but I feel like there was a big transformation, big change going on for that person, like I'm talking about right now, because it could have been you, like I said, it could have been them, but somebody, I'm getting like they realize that what have they done to you is not right, so they do want to make things right, without really knowing what's going to happen next after that, if that's going to lead to anything or not. But I feel like whoever the Hierophant is representing over here wants to have their like conscience clear, you know, like just, yeah, just make it right. Okay, so let's see, what do we have in the Oracle cards? We have the Enlightenment. Oh my god, what did I just say? So yeah, we do have the Enlightenment card. I've kind of already explained that. Somebody, even like either through the religion or either through like spirituality, you know, they have found their, once again, like their own truth, you know, the right path for them in their life. And I feel like, you know, there is this spiritual enlightenment going on, maybe even for both of you, and you kind of are operating on this very like spiritual level as well, you know. So this is why it's basically like somebody's soul really wants to make things right again, because they feel like they can't really reach that enlightenment as well if like you don't forgive them or they don't forgive you, because like I was saying, it could be any of you. And we have the Victim. I feel like these cards are really mirroring what I just said from the tarot cards. They're not really giving me any new information in this group. They're just kind of telling me like, yeah, you know, this happened. But because somebody still has got the mentality of a victim a little bit, I'm not getting it as something like massive and terrible and like just being like sorry for to say that, but being like very dramatic about it. But somebody still feels like there was a victim of this kind of treatment, you know, and they were kind of like a victim of this person bullying them, you know, not being right towards them. So this is, yeah, somebody needs to get, before anything happens, you know, I feel like this victim mentality needs to go. If that is for you, I would say try to work on that also, like through the spirituality or religion, whatever feels right for you. If it's them, try to, if you can, try to forgive them also, like on a spiritual level. You don't need to talk to them face to face. You can just face the universe basically and say, I forgive this and that person, you know, I forgive them, you know, and I wish them like all the best, all the love and light in the universe, you know. And I feel like that would be very, very helpful for both of you to kind of move on from what is kind of blocking you right now. So let's see the last card from the Romance Angels and see what do we get here. Getting to know each other, that is interesting. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I do definitely see you guys' like reunion, you know. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to become like a romantic connection, a romantic relationship, because there's so much to work on in this connection, especially like I was saying, in a very like soul level. There's a lot of forgiveness that needs to happen. There's a lot of healing that needs to happen. You know, just working on releasing the past, that really needs to happen if you guys would want to be together in the future, and that would require both sides to work very hard towards that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying that it requires a lot of work, and we have this getting to know each other. So I feel like, you know, like I said, there is this renewal kind of coming, and I feel like you guys just basically need to get to know each other once again, like from scratch, from zero, you know, because you, like, both of you are totally different people right now. You guys have gone through your things, you know, for your, like, you guys have gone through your ups and downs in life. You have changed some things, you have different views about, like, you know, about love, about the world, about everything, you know, about politics, things like that. So I feel like, you know, you guys need to get to know each other again, because the people who had that connection before, they're not the same anymore. They're different people. You guys are different human beings right now. So like I said, I feel like, you know, once, like I was saying, this kind of exercises are done, they will try to reach out to you. They will try to reach out to you. But I honestly, you know, I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon. I feel like I was saying, this needs a lot of work, a lot of healing. So this is not, I'm not seeing that as like happening like this, you know. It's something that is going to take time. You guys would have to take it very slow from the very beginning again, and just like I said, like, you guys are just two strangers right now. You don't know anything about each other anymore. So you'd have to get to know each other again, just like two strangers just meeting somewhere in a cafe. Alright, group number 2, this is all I've got for you for today, and I do hope it was, well, fun, and I hope it was helpful. If you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. And leave me a comment. Tell me how did that resonate with you. I love reading your comments, guys. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Hello, group number 3. I hope you're doing well. So in today's video, we are going to find out what is your person's next move towards you. And this is our Tiger side group. So I am going to start with the tarot cards. They would give me a little bit of a background, and then I'm going to move to the oracle cards. What I wanted to say is to remind you again that this is a general reading, so not everything is going to resonate with you 100%, so please keep that in mind. Alright, let's start with your tarot cards. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the King of Cups. We have the Emperor. My gosh. And the Hermit. Wow. Wow. I just don't know what to say. So, with the Queen of Cups and King of Cups, yeah? This is like a perfect pair. Perfect pairing. And now we've got the King and Queen from the same suit. This is not about any genders, by the way. So just saying, just reminding you. But this is like a perfect match, especially on a very emotional level. So I feel like you guys, if that is somebody that you have been with, you guys were like, your relationship was incredible, incredibly fulfilling on a very emotional level, on a very like almost I'm getting like a psychic level, you know, where you guys could have felt like each other's emotions, and you know, you would be very understanding towards each other, and like you would like to kind of show the feelings for one another. If you have never been with that person, I feel like, you know, you do have this kind of feeling that it would be like that, that you understand their emotions, you know, that you sometimes, you know, if you're in a like a really close connection with them, let's say they are your, like, I don't know, your friend, that you might be crushing on or something like that, you guys do understand each other on this level. You can feel each other's emotions, you know. I'm getting like even a little bit of like the empath vibe going on around here, and you know, maybe you guys have even like heard or something like that, oh, that you'd actually make a really great couple, you know, because you might be like very loving in general. You might have similar views when it comes to a lot of things. How should relationship work? How should connections work? But yeah, this is something I'm getting very, very strongly. But there's always a but. there's always a but. I do feel like, and of course, you might be a water sign dealing with another water sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So there is our Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Or somebody might have a lot of water in their chart. So that is the only problem with that. I'm getting especially like strong Cancer and Pisces vibes, but there is this one problem. Very often, where there is two water signs. I'm not saying it's always like that, because it depends on the whole birth chart and whatnot. There is a problem with the decision making. Okay, there is a problem with the, let's say, the dynamics, you know, because very often the water signs are extremely undecided, like indecisive and undecided about what they want from life, what they really want, and they very often sadly lack this like earthly stability. So we've got a little bit of Aries coming on here as well, but I do feel like this is something that is a lack of, for some reason. So there might have been problem with anyone actually making the move. There might have been a problem of people making decisions about a lot of things, or people even forgetting about doing a lot of things that are very important in the 3D world, but in the material world. But water signs tend not to care too much about the material world. I know, I'm a water sign, so just saying. And you know, there might have been a lot of things, you know, in very, like I was saying, the material world, you know, going on, where it was not extremely important for you guys, or it was not extremely important to your person. So this is a big, you know, there might have been a big turn off for you, that they're not very good at decision making, or maybe it's you, well, one of you definitely. There is now this willpower, there is lack of this like kind of leadership, you know, taking the life and just doing something with it. It's kind of like, oh, we'll see what's going to happen. But one of you basically needs this plan for the future, need to know what's going to happen, need to make sure that, you know, you're putting the money away, and then so you can buy a house or you can buy a car or something like that. That, you know, one person kind of needs to be striving to be, well, the leader of the house, you know, whether it's you, whether it's them, it doesn't matter, but somebody needs to be that person who is going to make the decision, who is going to provide that stability, you know, going on, who is going to be, well, in this in this context with the Emperor, the man of the house. However, the gender doesn't, yeah, it's not about the gender, but like, let's say the man of the house, you know, where somebody is making the decisions, somebody knows what to do, when to do, how to do, and has got some kind of plan, so the other person can actually rely on them if anything happens. We do have a little bit of Capricorn coming here as well with the Hermit card. So I do feel like because of this lack of the Emperor energy between the two of you guys, it was kind of like it was like going back to the darkness. Somebody has most likely made a decision to kind of retreat, you know, from that connection. Whether it was the like I said, the connection from the past, or whether it's like a crush thing going on, but somebody has decided to kind of retreat, you know, and not basically take any move, or not continue making any moves, because they're not very action oriented. Somebody might also be kind of scared to make any move because they don't feel like they have this charisma. You know, they don't have this charisma. They're not very charismatic. Somebody might even feel like they don't have anything to offer, really. You know, any stability, like I was saying. You know, anything that would kind of make the relationship go and give that basis for something, you know, to happen. Somebody might even like realize they are not grounded enough. Either them are not, like say, either you are not grounded enough for that person, or they are not grounded enough for you, because they kind of live with like their heads in the clouds, you know. And this is what the relationship always needs. They need somebody who is going to have like 2 feet on the ground. Maybe not always, but let's say when the other person doesn't, you know, their partner at least has got like 2 feet on the ground, and they live in the material world basically. So let's see, what can we get from the oracle cards? We have the impartiality. Okay, so I do feel like, you know, there's no judgment, you know. None of you, like neither of you has got like any judgment towards the other person, which is good, you know, because this is like this hermit energy. The hermit doesn't judge people, you know. The hermit is not saying that you were in the wrong, I'm alright, you are the one who is wrong. You know, it's not gonna tell people like, yeah, this is your fault, this happens, something like that. So I do feel like you guys don't have like any hate towards each other, or you don't have like any judgment towards each other going on, or very strong negative feelings, you know. So that is at least good, because you guys can stay very neutral in this connection as well. And we do have despondence. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of the hermit energy as well, where somebody was basically like got kind of tired, like I was saying, maybe of trying to pursue the other person, or maybe trying to kind of ground
themselves,
or maybe, you know, somebody is kind of being like, water sign tends to be quite pessimistic. So maybe, you know, somebody has kind of lost their hope, you know, anything is going to happen. Maybe it is you. You're just like, some of you, I'm getting like you might even have been seeing some signs of them trying to come towards you, but because you're so how to say that, well, you're so blah about it. They don't really believe in that anymore, because I do feel like there is something, you know, or there was something going on, you know, where somebody was trying to extend their hand towards one another, but, you know, the other person was kind of like, well, it's not gonna happen anyways, there is no point, I'm not good enough, let me just stay in my comfort zone and stay away from the troubles, and I don't have to make any decision like this. because yeah, this is a big lesson to learn, decision making. So let's see the last card from the Romance Angels. What will we have for you guys? Oh, this is your soulmate. Okay, so let me tell you one thing with the soulmate connections. And I don't want to trigger anyone, but I need to make it very clear. When it comes to soulmates, we do have a lot of them in our lives, but it doesn't mean we are going to have to end up with any of them, because there are the soulmates, you know, that are here to teach us something about the world or about yourself. You can be with them, but you don't have to be with them. It doesn't mean this is like the only one person, that's it, you know. They can be one of your soulmates, or they can be your ultimate soulmate. So it's very hard to say which one is it going to be. Like I was saying, you guys are soulmates, because we've got this, like I was saying, this couple here, the Queen and King of the same suit of cups. So there is like strong energy, you know, that indicates to me that there is like there is this soulmate connection, there is this soulmate bond. But it's very hard, honestly, it's very hard to say where is that gonna go, because I feel like it really depends on that person who is the undecided one, who doesn't really know what they want, who doesn't really know what they want from life. And if it's both of you having this kind of problems, then oh my god, it's going to be even more difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Because you guys might be like, yeah, I want to be with them, but... And there's tons of other reasons that are going to keep you guys in that comfort zone, so you don't have to take any risk, you don't have to make any decision, you don't have to show your your strength, let's say. If you can just stay in that shell, in the comfort zone, you know, and just wait for each other to make the first move, because I feel like both of you might be kind of hoping the other person is going to make a move, so they don't have to. Alright, group number 3, this is all that I've got for you today, and I do hope it was kind of fun, but at least it was helpful, I hope. If you did like it, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post new video every Friday. And leave me a comment, tell me how did that resonate with you. I'm really curious and I really love reading your comments, guys. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Hello group number 4, I hope you're doing well. So today we're asking the cards, what is your person's next move towards you? And this is our Snowflake Obsidian group. Alright, so let me remind you, this is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. Not everything is going to resonate with you. And yeah, I'm going to start with the tarot cards to kind of see the background, what are we dealing with, and then I'm going to go to the oracle cards and see what else we can get from this. So we've got the Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So we've got 2 aces here. That is very interesting. So what I'm getting here, if this is like somebody, you definitely kind of, you know this person, obviously. For some of you guys might have met at work or during like, I don't know, some kind of course or some kind of like, maybe you have been going to school together, whatever that is. Because I'm getting like, yeah, there's this kind of vibe of meeting each other in a professional surroundings, more than anything else really. And I feel like somebody was observing the other person really and was kind of studying them very hard. It could have been you, could have been them, but yeah, somebody was kind of like very focused on that one person, and they wanted to have this clarity about who you are. You know, I'm getting like they wanted to see who you are really. So they were observing you very carefully from afar. I'm getting they wanted to know everything about you before they could even like make a move, or before they do actually make a move, because I'm getting that this person is very careful about who they actually want to deal with. So they are doing the background check very thoroughly, to be honest. They might be checking things like your family, you know, who they are. Is your, let's say, I hate saying that, but let's say it's your family from coming from like a good background, or is your family a little bit like, I don't know, let's say less prosperous, you know, less abundant, or what kind of like background you guys have. What is your like university or school, you know, what is your workplace, what is your opinion, who are your friends, for example, because that might be very important to them. Like, you know, if you're somebody who is, I don't know, extremely like party oriented, and you're not being very serious about life, they want to see that. They want to know the people that you actually deal with. Who are your friends? You know, what do you do? What is your family doing? What are your parents' jobs? You know, all the things like that. They're very interested in that. They really want to know all of these details before they actually make any move. Yeah, I'm getting like a very strong like family check, family background check. But it's, I'm getting like this is not about like, oh, how wealthy your family is or something like that, but they kind of want to know what kind of background again you guys have, whether you're coming from a decent family or not really. Yeah, but I'm getting like them being very focused on you. For some of you, I'm kind of getting, you know, they might have been, even though they're very reasonable people, you know, and they're like more logical than anything. You know, with this Page of Pentacles, it could be like Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo you're dealing with. Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising. Doesn't have to be, just saying. So they even though they're kind of yeah, very grounded people, somebody might have been going to like a crystal ball reading or something like that, to actually check on you, what is kind of their future and everything, you know, who are you, what are your intentions towards them, if you would make a good partner or not. Yeah, there's for some of you, however, it's not for everyone. It's like a small bit of you. But we do have this Ace of Cups. So we do have this indication of there is something going on. You know, they might have started like liking what they were finding out about you, you know, and they might have been like thinking, oh my gosh, this is actually, you know, somebody that has like a good upbringing, you know, they're good people. They have a lot to offer in every possible area of life. And I feel like they started catching feelings for you guys. It's not like it's a, I don't know, it's a volcano erupting, but they started catching the feelings for you guys. It could have been quite recently as well with this Ace and Ace again. There could be something quite fresh and quite new for your person, or maybe you have not known each other for a long time in general, or maybe you have known each other for some time, but it wasn't really like you have been close enough to to know each other that well. Oh my god, I can't speak now. Yeah, I definitely do feel like there's something, you know, somebody has started catching the feeling for the other person, and yeah, that is interesting. So let's see, what do we have? Have the wisdom. So you see, this is what I was kind of saying, you know, it might have been somebody who's like, who's very well educated, who likes getting knowledge. This could be also somebody who works, like I was saying, in a place that requires them to be very knowledgeable about what they're doing. So it might be like some kind of a specialist in their area, or maybe they're studying something that will make them a specialist in their field or something like that. But yeah, I do feel like in general they're like a very intelligent people, you know. Like, I'm not saying they're like being very cocky about it, because no, I don't feel like it. I feel like they're quite humble, but they've got a lot of like, yeah, a lot of this inner wisdom about a lot of things. Maybe, you know, it's kind of like whatever you want to talk to them about, or whatever other people want to talk to them about, they always know something about the subject, or they're like at least very eager to learn about that, because they don't know, so they're curious. And we have the mysticism. Okay, so this is kind of making me think about what I said about the crystal ball reading. But it also makes me feel like, you know, there is something about them that is quite mystical. They might be having some psychic abilities that they're not really pursuing, because they don't they might not be really believing in that, but they do have this kind of just like a gut feeling or premonitions. So sometimes, you know, their dreams are very vivid, or sometimes they know if they see this kind of sign, this is going to happen, you know. So it is something about that, you know. But they don't, I'm not 100% sure that they would actually believe that is some kind of a superpower they can work on or something, you know. But they kind of like know, oh, if I feel that, this is going to happen. If I see that, this is going to happen. So yeah, this is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. This is not like a full-blown spirituality, but just a tiny little bit, just a small touch of that. Maybe they also like people who are quite mystical, like in their aura as well. That's why they were trying to find all the possible information about you, because you're quite mystical, and they couldn't really grasp, you know, the whole concept of you. Who are you really? So let's see the last card from the Romance Angels. What do we have? Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so definitely they do have some kind of romantic feelings, just like I was saying with the Ace of Cups here. Somebody started catching feelings, you know, and I feel like they started catching feelings for you. They don't really know how to express that yet, I feel, because they're still in this student mode, when they're like trying to find even more information about you. So I do feel like if you know this is a person who's got a very high like moral values, you know, and they value like people who are certain way, you know, if you're interested in them as well, just try not to kind of mess up your image in their eyes, because this is something that is very important to them. They need to know you're kind of like perfect for them, you know, before they even make any move. They do have these feelings for you. They do have the romantic feelings. They do want to explore that, but I do feel like there's kind of this a little bit holding them back, you know, thinking, no, I just need to be more clear about this or that. I need to know this or that. But on the other hand, I'm just before you think of anything, they also like a little bit of challenge I'm getting when it comes to finding out things about you. They don't want anything to be just like laid out for them, you know, like, oh, this is it, you know, this is all you need to know about this person. No, they like to study people themselves. They might even not really listen to, you know, other people's opinion about you, and all because they want to find out themselves in an empiric way, you know, just by their own, through their own senses, basically. So don't make it too easy for them either, but don't hide things, because they will find out if you hide things from them. But you know, maybe stay a little bit mystical still, because this is somebody who is interested in you in a romantic way, and they do want to come towards you, but I feel like they just need that little bit of studying time, you know. They need to get to know you a little bit better before they make any move. And I feel like for some of them, they want to also make sure that these feelings are real and not something that is gonna go, like, you know, after a month or two. So they might take their time, to be honest, you know, they might take their time, but I'm not saying it's not going to happen, okay? They do have feelings for you, you've got feelings for them, but don't make it too easy for them. Just make sure you are in your best behavior most of the time. All right, great. All right, guys. This is all I've got for you for today, and I do hope it was fun and it was helpful. And if it was, please don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I try to post a new video every Friday. And thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.